Whether you're new to this or true to this, welcome to Real for That. I'm Ben.
I'm Steph, and this is the show where we use our expert opinions to recap, review, and dissect our favorite reality shows.
And this season, it's all about Love Island USA Season 8.
Woo woo, let's get real.
So picture me. I am on the subway. I'm coming home. The episode has already aired, and I'm racing to make it home to watch. And silly me opens Instagram, and it's automatically set to open on our podcast account, the feed being entirely Love Island, of course, just to find out who went home. And I was devastated.
I know. I know, me
And
too.
we'll get to it, but I just need to share, like, I had to find this information out, like, out of context, just out in the wild. I was shook. I took a selfie of what I look of my face.
Oh, show.
This was me. I was so devastated.
First off, wipe your screen.
I actually just did, and that's probably why it looks like that, because it's like the like wipe.
It's smeared.
Yeah.
Oh.
But anyways, let's just dive right in. This episode started, what did they start with? It was like the end of the night,
End of the night.
right?
My first note about this episode has to do with Sincere, so
Me
maybe,
too.
oh, so it probably was their chat.
Yeah.
Okay, what's your note about Sincere?
The Sincere Melanie chat.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, it felt like the type of thing where it is going to take him like time and actions to prove it to her. Like it's not really the type of thing where like in during that night she's just going to be like,
Right.
great. Like I don't think they're just going to like get over it. But it's like how many times until he can start proving it, you know what I mean? And maybe he will, but like it just has been the same shit over and over. And then I also thought it was funny. He was talking to Casey and Corbin like after he chatted with Melanie,
Uh-huh.
I believe. And he was talking about honesty. And he said, and I quote, "That's just something I got to overcome."
Yeah.
So telling the truth is something you need to overcome.
Yeah, listen, I don't know. Clearly it's a struggle for him. At least he knows that. And I don't know, move forward from there. My first note about him has to do with that chat that he had with Casey and Corbin. And he's
Yeah.
basically telling them, he's like, guys, and another quote here, I have this house built, but the foundation is made of straws.
And I agree. Like I think they like are obsessed with each other. They seem to be like so obsessed with one another.
Mm-hmm.
But like there's just been all this shit that's happened that like there's always going to be a lack of trust, I think. And like I just don't know if that'll make for a healthy relationship for them outside of the villa. I honestly don't.
Yeah, which we hear people speak on that later in the episode, which we'll get to. But yes.
I also just need to say that although she has kind of like fallen into the background a little bit, only because her connection is so strong, Trinity looked unreal this episode.
So good.
The hair, the yellow. I mean, she always looks
Yep.
great, but like I think because we saw like less of her this episode because she is doing good. It was just like little snippets here and there, and I was just like
Yeah.
obsessed.
Me too. No, she looked great. She looks happy. Love it. Bryce is happy. Love them.
Yeah. I'm so interested to hear your thoughts on the Jaden and Caleb convo.
Yeah, let's get into it. So for those of you who didn't see, basically Caleb is talking to some other people as they're sitting around having, I guess, like a cocktail hour type thing. And he keep in mind, Jaden is like 2 feet away from them, but Caleb's saying how Jaden never talks to him, Jaden's not into him, Jaden is not furthering their connection, never compliments him. Basically, they know nothing about each other. And he's upset by that. He wants to get to know her. He said he is attracted to her. It's not anything to do with that. It's just like he wishes that they talked more and really knew more about each other.
Yeah.
Jaden is like, I literally see them talking about me and I hear what they're saying. Like, I'm just gonna go over there and confront this right now. She walks over there, pulls him, and says, you can come chat with me instead of other people. And I'm like, yes, but also I feel bad because like I understand that Caleb was just getting a second opinion here and like he was trying to figure out like his best way to go about this, probably because he knows it's not his strong suit to like initiate something because he's more of like a step back kind of guy, like very shy. Um So I don't know. I think he was just getting assistance there, and I don't, blame him for that. But I don't blame her for also being mad that he was talking to other people instead of just coming to her. I think this has honestly been built up so much, but we haven't seen it because the producers don't think it's like worthy enough to show us that constantly he's been talking to other people about her and just not going to her.
Hmm.
Okay, but to get into the actual chat.
Well, can I just say, because we've seen so little of them, this came like so out of left field.
Yeah.
Like all of a sudden she's bitching him out like, you can come talk to me instead of other people. And I was like, where did this come from? And like it did take me a sec. I was like, we just haven't seen it. Like they just haven't shown us that they've had issues. But like I think that they just haven't really been like connecting. And I literally wrote in my notes, I just don't like her. Like I just don't like her. She's so like whatever to me. And like, yeah, they start talking about their connection and they're the biggest thing was that they just don't know each other.
They don't know each other. But like it's so easy to just find out about one another and then from there figure out if you still want to be with them or not. But they haven't even done that. Like I don't even know what they're doing all day in this villa because they have so much time where they could just talk and they aren't. But yeah, like Caleb is feeling that Jaden knows nothing about him and doesn't like him and doesn't give him the time of
Yeah.
day. And
Yeah.
Jaden feels like they're not having the random little combos about like what did you do when you're a kid? Like what are your parents like? What's your family like? Sibling dynamics, like all that, which is like great that both of them want to know more about each other than okay, why not do it? But it seems to me that Jaden maybe has tried and Caleb doesn't give one word answers or doesn't give good answers or just doesn't come up with topics on his own and then she feels like she doesn't want to keep initiating everything.
I think they're just like bored of each other, not into each other.
It just seems like they'd never talked. Like, because I think both of them are into each other. It's just they wish they knew more. They're into the idea of each other.
I agree. I think if they were like truly compatible, it
Mm,
wouldn't be like hard to get to know. Like it's not hard to like learn stuff about
yeah.
someone. The
Right.
fact like their issue is that like they just can't seem to get to know each other, I think like tells you everything you need to know.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Also, not to like put this on her right now, but like I just like cannot stand looking at Jaden's eyes. And I saw someone on TikTok saying that this girl needs to get new eyelash glue because her eyelash glue is what's making her eyes look like they're hurting, which is the same exact vision that I was getting. I was like, they look like they hurt. So, girl, get new
Yeah.
eyelash glue.
Yeah. Yeah. I've noticed that.
Yeah. Anyway,
Um, what else do you have from the evening time?
I have something right before bed, and then I can rap about Caleb and Jaden for a sec.
Fab.
For bedtime. Everyone, even like the long-term couples like Trinity, Trice, Melanie, since well, hello. Did I say Trinity and Trice help?
You
Trinity,
did say chicken rice.
I'm crying. Okay, clip it with Village anyway. So even like them and Melanie and Sincere and all that, they're just like chilling in bed, cuddling when it's like night goggle vision time. The only two making out or doing anything physical are Corbin and Parmita, and I feel like every night it's kind of been like that.
They've been doing it every night. I don't think they've been the only ones, but like they have been doing it
They've
every
been
night.
consistently doing it, but last night they weren't the only ones.
I love them.
Yeah, and it's funny like they keep saying like French fry this, French fry that. Where's Parmita's fries? She never talks about them.
Maybe she keeps it cute.
Maybe she
She's
does.
also not really friends with any of them.
This is true. Yeah. And then we
It's a
see,
little like me, unfortunately.
yeah.
On
Um,
both ends for sure.
yeah, for sure. But and then was it around bedtime or maybe like the morning after? Like we realized that Jaden and Caleb were totally fine.
Yeah. And by totally fine, it was basically back to normal and the
Yeah.
normal being barely talking because then they had a chat during the day where they were basically just like, we shouldn't have fought.
Yeah,
And like that was it.
that was it.
I just Dylan is in a world of his own.
For sure. Explain.
I just cracked up at him looking in the mirror and going, abs on fleek. Abs
Me
on
too.
fleek. Dylan.
and then proceeds to bring her breakfast.
There's something wrong with him in the best way.
I know. I feel like there's something like iffy about him, and I just don't know what it is. I haven't pinpointed it
I
yet,
haven't either. He's
but
just
I
so,
do like him.
yeah, same.
Yeah.
Jen did not put up with bullshit this episode.
Oh, she's my next note.
She is, I love her. She's the only person from this cast that I follow. Like,
Really?
I had to make the decision to follow her last night because won't get more content of her on my screen. I am just obsessed. Gaul makes Jen breakfast. Jen sits down to eat with the girls, and Jen's pissed off because Gaul is so disrespectful towards her already, does not want to keep exploring their connection, and did not understand how to move forward with her. So
Right.
Jen's already pissed. She's done in this villa. And she sits down to eat breakfast and she goes, Gaul made Jen pancakes, by the way.
Yep.
And Jen goes, how do you not put maple syrup on pancakes? Yeah, I said it. I don't give a fuck.
Yep. I was cracking up in that moment.
She is everything. She's
Everything.
so funny to me. Like, and facts, why would you not put maple syrup on the pancakes? And yeah,
Okay.
she said it, and yeah, she doesn't give a fuck.
Okay. I will say that I don't use maple syrup on my pancakes all the time. Today I had them, did not put maple syrup on, but I do like agree with her sentiment there.
Yeah. And she's like, guys, like, I'm sorry, I'm such a downer. I just like look around and like everyone's paired up and I'm just like alone. And that's how it's been since day one. And she was like, sorry, guys, like, I don't mean to like be like this, but I'm pissed.
I know, and she's
I
just
just
so
love her though.
relatable. She was like,
She
"When is it
really
going to be
is.
my turn?" And I'm like, "Same, yeah."
Yeah. She is just like, what I love about Jen is that like, I was stalking her Instagram and she seems to do enough modeling work already to not need to necessarily like prove anything on this show. Like I don't think she went on here like to be an influencer and be this and that. I think that'll happen. I think she's
Yeah.
already kind of like going down that road outside of the show is what it looked like.
Okay.
So she just feels like she is so herself and like not trying to like be how anyone wants her to be. If that makes sense.
Yes. She's so
She's a
herself. Like
baddie.
she found herself and she's sticking with it. And I think that's why you and I love her so much. Because like, is she the brightest? No.
Yeah.
But I do think she has the occasional good point. And I think she's funny. And I think she's so sweet and beautiful. And it's like, I want someone to love that.
Yeah, and she's just like real and she's so entertaining.
Yes, yes.
If she goes on Beyond the Villa, I will watch.
For sure. And I think she would.
Yeah,
Because I'm pretty sure, isn't she based in LA?
I think so.
Yeah, and that film's in LA. So I would not doubt that she would be on it if they do this cast next season.
She was in the Skims Bush campaign.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
I was like looking into her background and it was like she's a Skims model, and I was like, no way. But also her
Well,
TikToks have been coming up on my page and she's like, guys, I spent $750 at Sephora. 750. And I was like, yeah, you did. Like, show us.
she's she's awesome.
Yeah.
Um, so around breakfast time, Sincere makes a little breakfast date in Say Less, right?
Yep, I think.
For Melanie, there's like rose petals leading there. He brings her a rose. Great.
Great.
Great. I feel like it was exactly the right move for him. Like I think that's the direction he should go in. Now, if it's like a one and done and this doesn't happen, or things of this nature don't happen frequently, then it won't mean the same. But I think it is that first step towards like treating her like you actually want her?
Yeah, for sure. I think it was great timing on his end also, and she seemed to really appreciate it.
Yeah. Um, oh, also circling back to Jen and Caleb, can we talk about how yeah.
Okay.
Circling back to Jaden and Caleb, when they sat down to have their like morning debrief,
Uh-huh.
and like he started the conversation being like, I'm sorry about last night. Sorry for what? Jaden's the one who made it heated. You were asking advice on how to better your connection,
No, he was so cute
but
though.
then he felt bad.
I know that like a lot of guys, like especially like the southern, like his type of guy, they don't raise their voices. They do their thing. They let
Yeah.
their lady speak, and like that's that. And like raising a voice is so disrespectful, unlike the New York or New Jersey vibe, or like the New Hampshire culture, as one would say. But yeah, no, like he was just mad at himself for raising his voice, and I appreciate that he apologized for that.
Totally. Yeah, no, I thought that was very good of him to talk about how he didn't mean to raise his voice, but everything else I was like,
Yeah, yeah.
so then there's this text to
Mm.
alert the Islanders that there's a recoupling.
Yep,
And all of a sudden it's Gall's big night.
literally.
Like out of nowhere, like Gall has power. Mind you, he goes home.
Yeah.
But anyways, I guess he did kind of have the power,
Hmm.
but like only in relation to himself. Like I feel like he was acting like it was like Gall's big night. It was like his and like baby, like you're it's really just like you're picking a more Jen.
Right. And to his knowledge, like it was his big night. Like I understand why he thought that way because you'd think like, oh, only one person goes home, like da da da, whatever. Producer said he's not relevant enough to choose who's going home. We're just gonna send them all home.
No,
Then you send three
literally.
home.
Literally. So the villa's in disarray. It's kind of like right before tribal council is how it
I'm
felt.
crying. Get your
But
last
like you know what I
cast
mean? Like,
in. Who has an
yeah,
immunity
everyone's trying to
idol?
everyone's looking for an idol. You're trying to find like someone to have a chat with, figure out what the vote is. And
It's gonna
like
be the Gaul boomerang idol, actually, but yeah.
Gaul had like immunity, is how it felt. It
He
was
had
like
the
almost like,
necklace.
yeah, he was almost like HOH.
Yeah, so they're like, who's gonna get like the blockbuster and like the power of veto?
Yes, like Gaul was the HOH, and Amora sits down to talk to him to vouch for her safety.
Yep.
And fuck that bitch, Amora.
Hate her.
Hate her. So glad she's gone. But she sits down with him and is like, Jen talks shit about you in the dressing room. Oh,
Yeah.
mind your fucking business, Amora.
Literally.
Like, why are you trying to sabotage?
And he's like, oh, she does. Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
and like, mind you, he was already gonna pick Amora.
Right, we
So,
knew.
like now you just look a fool and you look mean and you look scheming. She is a schemer and she is manipulative.
And listen, Jen also had a chat with him after finding this out. And I love how her chat wasn't like, oh, we have a great connection. Like, let's explore it more, whatever. Because, like, that would have all been lies. She took it like the strategic route, like, hey, I brought you here. Bring me with you. And then we can
Hmm.
go our separate ways. Like, that was the only way it was going to work. So I appreciate that
Yeah,
she
she's
only went that
real.
way. Yeah.
She's real. But
Yep.
also like low-key respect to Amora for like playing the game. Like from like a game standpoint, like use everything you can to your advantage. Like I get it. But like again, it is not Big Brother, it is not Survivor, it is Love Island. And like you guys don't even have a connection. All
Nope.
you had to say was that he doesn't have a connection with Jen.
They would never work in the outside world.
Oh, not okay, I'll get to that. I don't neither of these couples are staying together.
Okay.
Um, so there's a big recoupling. There was really only changes to be made in terms of Amora, Gall, Jen.
Right. Because the boys had the power, keep in mind.
Yeah, so the boys decided which girl they were going to couple up with. Sincere chooses Melanie, Bryce chooses Trinity, Zach chooses Kata, Carl chooses Anaya, Corbin chooses Parmita, Dylan chooses Kenzie, and then I think it's just down to Gall.
Great.
Oh,
I have
Casey and
some
Kiki.
notes about Carl and Corbin in their recoupling speech.
Hmm.
So, Corbin, I'd like to couple up with this girl because there's nothing wrong with her.
Yeah.
Like, you're supposed to list what's right about her, actually, but good try.
I don't, it maybe like he was on low battery.
Yeah, I was giving like chat just like didn't read the prompt, right? And they're like, okay, great. Like you want me to list good things about her? Well, there's nothing wrong about her. So that's it. And it's like, oh, actually the word count is 50 characters or whatever. Like the limit is 50 characters. So that's why I think he said there's nothing wrong with her. Okay, so
Yeah,
there's that.
he didn't know he was supposed to keep going.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Carl, his speech. So cute, so
He's the
beautiful.
cutest.
He's like, this girl got me kicked out of the villa. And even though revenge is sweet, this girl is sweeter.
So cute.
So cute.
Um,
Like he understands what the situation is. He understands the spectacle of it all. And he says, no, this is how I'm gonna move. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm loyal to her. We're gonna figure this out. And that's that.
yeah, I like him and I really think he's good for her.
Yes. Um, yeah, what do you have to know about the recoupling?
Devastation.
Right, okay, so ultimately Gaul is in between Amora and Jen and chooses Amora.
Jen knew.
Jen knew. She's
Everyone
like,
knew.
thank goodness I wore this dress. And I was like, you knew.
She looked stunzo.
She looked great. I don't think it was her best fit of the villa, but I think she looked good.
No, but she's just perfect.
Right. Like she just had so many looks that I was like, this one's not my fave. But yeah,
I just can't believe we lost Jen. Like, I cannot believe we lost Jen.
you know,
But like, what a way to go out. She left her mark on Fiji,
she did.
and I just think I love her. I love her. I'm gonna miss her.
Me too.
But there was no man in that villa good enough for her.
Never.
I'm so sad about it.
Me too. And then the person, my friend who I was watching with, said as they were carrying her suitcase down the stairs, like the girls were helping her, they were carrying it like a casket.
I did see that.
Yeah.
But Ariana Madix never lets us get off that easy.
I was I was not happy with her last night.
Wait, why?
One, hated the outfit like enough. I
I
like
knew
the
you would.
color,
I
hated
knew
the
you would
outfit.
have. She walked out and I was like, Stephanie hates this.
I hated it. Loved the hair, I will say.
Loved the hair. I liked the concept of this outfit. Like
Okay.
I love like when it's like almost like a little too close for comfort and you're like one wrong move.
Okay.
I just didn't really like the top half being like shaped the way it was. It
No,
looked like,
I loved the top half.
oh yeah, I didn't. I thought it looked like
Love a good high neck.
boxy.
I hated the lip color. Like the lip color was like my grandma sometimes will, and I love that, like love her, love these, but like she'll buy me like those lipsticks that are green, and then once you like put it on your skin, it changes to the pH of your body, and like it looked like she wore one of those.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if there's a picture of her
It was
online.
like the pink of my hat. Like it's so bad. But anyway, I was not happy with Ariana, and not just for the fit.
Jen.
Yeah, like love the top. Just like figure it out. And the hair was great, and the
The hair was
coloration of
good.
the hair was great, but I was not happy with her because as Gaul had to choose between Amora and Jen, she was setting it up for him to like start making a speech. And she was like, all right, like you have two great girls to choose from. Like, stop putting your bias into this. Like, because think about it. Like, if it were TT and Jen, would she have said the same thing? No. So, like, now, I mean, obviously it doesn't really matter, but now Gaul knows that there's nothing known about either of these two that's bad.
Wait, what do you mean?
Because, like, she said that, like, you have two great girls to choose from. TT would have not, like, she wouldn't have said that for TT if TT was up there.
Because she's been controversial.
Controversial slash like not everyone's favorite in the villa. Like she's been like gunpoint threatening aside, her actions in the villa, like I hate her.
Yeah. I
And
don't like
I
Amora though either.
no, I don't either. But I don't think Ariana would have gone out of her way to say that you have two great girls if TT was one of them. So what I'm saying is like now this guy Gall has the idea that okay, great, like both of these girls look good to the public.
Oh yeah.
Not that it matters because obviously they went home anyway. But I'm just saying, like, besides that, like she kind of like gave away a little bit into like what the public thinks by saying that. I just don't think as a host, it's your job to be saying you have two great girls.
I didn't read into it as much as you did.
I like love certain hosts, and
Yeah.
that was not a hosting move that I loved of hers.
Respect.
Yeah.
I didn't pick up on that, but
Anyway,
it's the producer in you.
please.
First of all, oh well, let me explain in case people are behind.
Oh, yes.
Basically, each couple got two votes on who they thought was the least compatible couple. and they had to explain in front of everyone why they think this couple is least compatible. And the two couples with the most amount of votes were dumped from the island.
Before we actually get into the votes of it all,
Yeah,
talk about how stupid they set up that game.
so bad.
So bad.
So bad.
Like, why the heck are you putting two hearts in
Mhm.
for every vote? Because then they're like, great, like this couple has three votes for not compatible. But guess what? I'm seeing six hearts.
Six hearts. Yeah, I
Like,
don't know. I don't, it was so stupid. Because if you were voting as a couple, then you should have just had the one heart.
like the two hearts shows that this is a little bit individual, and I don't like that. Like, what could someone have said? I'm not going to vote with my partner, and I'm going to go to someone else. Like, I don't know,
I
but
don't,
I
I
wish
think
it
you
were
had to decide as a couple, but like then why
right.
didn't you just have one heart?
One heart. I mean, they definitely like had that like set up from like Love Island UK or something, and like they're like we can repurpose it by like cricketing some like shatters and putting them on the hearts, and then using it as like a not compatible
Totally. Yeah, it was reduce, reuse, recycle.
for sure.
So basically, I love this gag of
Mhm.
like everyone having to explain.
Yes, in front
I
of everyone.
loved that. I loved that.
Yep.
And I thought it was so funny watching them all debate.
Mm-hmm.
But I have all the votes written down if we want to go through them.
Okay, I have one note that I thought was worth talking about.
Hit it.
Unless you want to go in order.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, because
So
mine's
Anaya
about
and
Kenzie, so
Carl,
just stop there.
okay. Anaya and Carl voted for Amora and Gall.
Mm-hmm.
Expected, nothing crazy.
Facts.
Trinity and Bryce also voted for Amora and Gall, Jaden and Caleb. Jaden and Caleb voted for Amora and Gall, and Kenzie and Dylan. And then Kenzie and Dylan voted for Amora and Gall and Parmita and Corbin.
Yes.
And they had to explain there weren't really that many relevant explanations. Everyone was kind of just like, compatible. Except when they get to Dylan and Kenzie and they're like, we think that Parmita and Corbin are just lustful for one another and that they don't know anything about each other. And Parmita goes, I can understand why you think that. It's just a lustful connection because we're both so good looking. But I really do know a lot about it. Mind you, the day before, they said they don't know anything about each other.
For sure. Yeah, no, like there's a lot of contradiction here and all that. Kenzie has a point, but Kenzie cannot be speaking as she herself is very lustful, and that's the only reason why she ended up with Corbin before this.
Agreed. And I think it's not a bad thing to be lustful. I don't know why it's been like weaponized in the villa. Like you're
I
all
know.
like hot 20 something year olds. Like no, of course you're all lustful. You're on Love Island.
Right, like really, come on.
I don't know why it's been like villainized as like a bad thing on the show.
Yeah, and like Kenzie's just like, that's just, I'm not lustful. It's like, girl, that's the only way you've been moving in this house. But
Hmm.
Kenzie said something actually hilarious that I took note of it. Um, she calls out Corbin for saying every time you give a speech about why you want to be with Parmita, you're basically only saying you like her for the reasons that you see in yourself. Like anything that you like about her is something that reminds you of yourself.
Yeah.
And he's like, what?
Gathered him.
And then basically they were trying to say that it's just like we're similar. It's like, no, no, no. Like Corbin's using it in a way like, oh, like I'm like this and I see that in her, so I really like her for that. It's like, no, like
Yeah.
just date yourself then.
No, literally. Like actually.
Yeah, and
I think
Kenzie's
that
like,
is what it is. I think they just see each other in one another.
yeah, it's like, oh, you're model 5. I'm model 5.6, but I see the other characteristics in you. I know you can get to the 5.6 model, so it's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then Parmita and Corbin voted for Amora and Gall and Melanie and Sincere,
Hmm.
which
Loved.
was like kind of a throwaway vote, but I feel like Parmita just wanted to like say to Melanie, like, you deserve better. And it seems like they had maybe talked about this before because Melanie was like, no, I know she's just telling me as a friend.
Yeah.
Amora and Gall vote for Jaden and Caleb, and they also voted for Melanie and Sincere. Melanie and Sincere voted for Amora and Gall and Kenzie and Dylan. And Kenzie was like mad about it. She was like, I thought we were friends.
Yeah.
And Melanie was like, well, as your friend, I'm telling you that you're fucking up. Tiara and Casey voted for Amora and Kenzie and Dylan. Or no, Amora and Gall and Kenzie and Dylan. Kate and Zach voted for Amora and Gall and Jaden and Caleb,
Mhm.
which means that Jaden and Caleb went home and Amora and Gall went home.
Yes.
Which honestly, just getting rid of the slack.
Yeah. I mean, I'm upset about Caleb leaving, and I just don't think it's his
Me
moment right
too.
now. I think maybe they'll bring him back, or he'll play like Love Island games or something.
Would
And
love.
I don't know. I don't really love Love Island games, I will say.
I haven't seen it. I would just love him back on my screen.
For sure. I really enjoyed the most recent season of Love Island All Star, so it'd be cool to have him on that. But,
Mhm.
you never know.
Yeah, I was only sad about Caleb, but honestly, like I don't think his connection was strong, and I don't think he would have found someone else. So I think they were honestly just like losing the dead weight.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's going to be a lot easier to watch this show and not have to pay attention to these people that like we know are irrelevant. Like anytime like Gaul was doing something, like Amor was doing something, I like, didn't really care. I was like, you're just kind of irrelevant because like you mean nothing to me.
Also, not people calling out, which I think Melanie said this in the show, that she was like, yeah, I think the only reason why Kenzie settled down with Dylan is because of how bad movie night looked, and she knew that.
I agree. I
Like, love.
agree.
Yeah.
So afterwards, Kenzie goes up to Parmita
Hmm.
and she's like, "Hey, like I'm sorry for throwing you a vote. I'm sorry if it came across rude. Like I just wanted to say that to you. Like I'm sorry." And Parmita goes, I think you can stop being petty." And Kenzie was like, "It wasn't petty. I'm sorry." And Parmita's like, "Okay, we're good."
Okay.
Love that. She clocked her so quick. I like fuck with Parmita.
Yeah, like she was like showing her smarts off in this episode.
Yeah. I also don't think that either of the dumped couples are going to stay together
No.
at all. Like at all. I don't even think they consider each other like an option anymore. Like I think they're like, all right, well, whatever.
I think Jaden and Caleb see each other as an option, but I think it's going to get to the point where they're going to release a public statement, like black screen, white text, um, and it's going to say like we just like tried so hard and like there's nothing that we can do that is going to get us to the level that we want to be in right now, especially for the time that we've had. Dash, Caleb, and Jaden, and that's gonna be that.
For sure. Also, I just found it hysterical. I loved watching Kato's reactions during like this entire voting sequence.
When
She's
she and Zach were
so
laughing,
hysterical. She like laughs at everyone. She'll be like, what the fuck? Or she'll be like, that's fucked. That's
that's
fucked.
messy.
That's messy. That's fucked. That's fucked. She just like it scratches such an itch in my brain.
Yes, yes.
So who'd you vote for?
Okay. I have a feeling that a ton of people are going to be voting for Trinity and Bryce, which I know is not always the smart thing to do, not voting for the people that you think are going to get the votes, because then what if everyone's thinking that way and then nobody votes for Trinity and Bryce? But I just doubt that. I think that they're going to be okay. And not, I voted for a couple that I'm not saying that I love them together, but I do really love him. So I did vote for Carl and Anaya because I just want Carl on my screen more.
Also, the vote, if you're wondering, was what's the most compatible couple?
Yeah, like clearly it's Trinity and Bryce.
Trinity and Bryce are the most compatible couple. I also did not vote for them because I was like, whatever,
Mhm.
boring vote.
Okay, who'd you vote for? Only because you bet on them on call, she isn't it?
I have money riding on them.
Oh my goodness.
And
For
I mean, they see themselves in each other. Like, look at how compatible.
I'm crying. Oh, our little bots. They're just,
That's little bots.
but yeah, for our audio listeners, he did show up the screen of his confirmation that he voted for Parmenian. Parmena and Corbin, help.
Yeah, so my OTP.
Yeah.
So after Sun tonight, I won't be watching.
Maybe if there's something good going on, maybe I'll throw it on. But it is the 4th of July, and I do have a Jersey Shore lifestyle to uphold here. So I will be
Or
going to Parker House, but nobody come find me, please. Don't do that. They're gonna have to close up a VIP section for me now that I've said it on the pod. Um,
yeah, you're gonna get like
Tate and Jackie's.
bombarded with reelers.
I know, for real. But I don't know. Maybe if it's boring, we'll like turn it on.
Yeah. So, anyways, thanks for tuning in, you guys.
Yes, thanks for not blindsiding us and making it to the end of this episode.
Remember that our takes are just opinions. And if you want to argue with us, our Instagram and threads is at Real for That podcast, and our TikTok is at Real for That pod.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.